Okay. All right. So hopefully I'm in the group. Pretty sure I am.
Let me see if I can find you.
Hi everyone. We're here for our new fabric reveal, our new stocking fabric reveal. Mary Beth's looking for me to make sure I clicked on the right buttons. So I stupidly put a contest up in the group today, and then I went to try and answer somebody's question, and it kept bouncing the post up and down, so it was hard to answer the question. So probably not good timing. I should have waited till after the video, because they'll probably bounce around on the page. So we have 9 new fabrics today, and we're still deep in sweater knit because it is sweater knit season. We gotta get ready for the cold weather. I'm told that it's supposed to be a really cold winter this year.
That's what they say.
So
after the first of the year.
Oh, after the first of the year.
Yeah.
Well, that'll give us time to sew.
Mm-hmm.
Us, I say us. So this pattern I have today is one of my favorite patterns, and Sarah introduced me to it, but I can't remember what it is. It's free. It's a free hoodie pattern, and I've made, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them. I thought it was from Peekaboo Patterns.
Is it over in your pile of stuff?
I don't even know where the pattern is, actually. It's one of those so super simple patterns where it's only a couple pieces, to cut out. So I have a pattern. You just cut it out. It's like 16 pages to print it out, and it takes like 5 minutes to put together, even for me, who's I'm pretty slow at just about everything I do. So, and this is our hot pink mottled French terry, and I don't think we have this anymore.
I think the last of it just went.
Oh, okay. Well, when I made it, we had a whole roll of it. So
we still have Dreamsicle in that. That's really pretty.
Dreamsicle? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a mustard gold color. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I want to, don't let me forget, before we finish up today, I want to show you a filter that I added to the website to make it easy to look for colors.
Oh, yeah.
To shop by color. So in case you're like, oh, I need a green, something or other, you can just pull up all the green. So I'm gonna share my screen and do that real quick before we close today. Okay. Are we ready to get started? I think we're ready. I'm in a little purplish mood. Don't forget to comment. Every comment is an entry to win the 9 fabrics we're showing today. And that'll be announced tomorrow after 4. So I'll announce the booty winner, that's what we call it, the reveal booty, along with the 3 winners for today's Give Me Your Name contest. So if you didn't enter the Give Me Your Name contest and you have some fun ideas for names, look for it in the group. I'm sure it's the first post. And comment with your name ideas. And comment individually, because each comment is an entry. And we're going to give away 3 $40 gift cards. And that'll cover about 4 yards of fabric and the shipping for that. So, so participate in that if you'd like. And I don't use women's names or men's names or anybody's personal names for fabric choice, for fabric names, just so you know. So keep it something different. I saw some really funny names, though, on there when I went and checked. All right, so this first one is, it's a double brushed sweater knit. And it's navy, and it's a really deep, dark navy. It's a lot darker than our double brush poly in navy. And it's like a midnight blue almost. It's beautiful. It is double brush, meaning just like double brush poly, it's brushed on both sides. So it feels exactly the same on both sides. And it's a nice substantial weight. I think it's 240 GSM, which most sweater knits that we get in, I notice, are around 200, between like 180 and 200. So this one is nice and thick. This is the same that we have, the same fabric we offer now in light olive. And what was I going to say about it? can't remember. It's luxurious though. That's all I can
It's
say.
not see-through.
Well, the light doesn't even come through it.
Uh-uh.
You can barely see a little bit come through. I want to take some of this because navy is my favorite color.
Everything's your favorite
No,
color.
but blues are really my favorite colors. All blues, including teals and stuff. And I'm like, what would be perfect? What pattern would you make in this? What do you think?
I don't know. I would take it home and put it on my shelf till something spoke to me.
Okay.
Somebody wants to know if it's the same as the olive.
Yeah, it's the same as the light olive. And then we also have light gray colorway, or heather gray, I should say. It is heathered. You know, it would make great joggers.
Yes.
Great
you never
joggers.
Want to leave your house.
You would never want to leave your house. In fact, here's my recommendation. Make joggers out of this, along with, you can go download this free sweatshirt patterns, as I figure out what it is. You make yourself a grout fit. That's what my daughter calls them when you wear gray, all gray, a grout fit. Make yourself a grout fit, and then go ahead and get your free trial of HBO and watch all 8 seasons of Game of Thrones.
But don't do it on flannel sheets because you won't be able to turn over.
You'll get stuck.
You'll feel like Velcro.
So that's the heather gray. Okay.
Oh, yeah, great sweater dress. That'd be a great.
Yeah,
idea
sweater dress would be really nice in that. Here's our next one. This is burgundy two-tone. So this is the same as the cognac and the pomegranate that we just restocked, I should say, last week. We had it last year during the sweater season. And this is called burgundy, and I really wanted to call it raspberry, but I just stuck with burgundy to make life easier. So I think that the color on the video is more representative than the color on the picture. I had a really hard time retouching this one on the mannequin, just so you guys know. Let's see, and I want to show you a couple of solids that I think look really nice with it. This is the dark mauve.
Oh, that is pretty.
It's really pretty, but it picks up the lighter tones. Yeah. And then this is the dark raisin, which picks up the darker tones. So I love those together. Yeah. I think they're really pretty. I really like the dark raisin. I think that would make nice cuffs and stuff like that.
You can make joggers out of that too.
What's that?
You can make joggers out of that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You can make joggers out of it. In fact, Target, they sell joggers made out of this. They're usually gray and black, but it's the same fabric. Because our suppliers sell to places like Target and Kohl's and stuff. Yeah. It's a lot of the same fabrics. Okay, this is hunter green. Because it has blue in it, it's my favorite color. Everybody knows yellow and blue makes green. I like green a lot, especially after I turned my hair blonde. Green became a good color. And this...
well, that's the same too, right? Same fabric.
Same fabric, yeah, same fabric. So it's brushed sweater knit, two-tone. So now we have it in 4 colors. We have cognac, pomegranate, burgundy, and hunter green.
Oh, that looks great together.
This is evergreen solid brush poly. Matches perfect. And so when I say brushed sweater knit, it is brushed. You can see how it's a little nappy. So it's brushed on the right side. Here's the back side. Not scratchy. It's smooth. It's nice and comfy. And we talked about this last week, but we'll talk about it again. The word hachi means sweater knit. So if you see somebody selling hachi or brushed hachi, it's the exact same thing as brushed sweater knit. Or if you're in the store and you see something described as hachi, it's just sweater knit. Just because I know that's really confusing.
Yeah, they think it's special or something because it has a different
Yeah,
name.
and
It's
a
really
lot of the
same.
fabrics have different names. And the name refers to the knit, how the thread or the yarn is knitted. So, for example, I think there was some confusion recently in another group about the difference between what is brush poly and what isn't. And so some shops may say this is brushed DTY or brushed ITY or brushed FDY or whatever, and then you see the description and it says it's 94, 95% or 96% poly with the rest being spandex. They're all brushed poly. So FDY, ITY, DTY all refers to the knitting process, the way that the fabric was knitted, or the yarn.
All polyester.
They're all polyester spandex, and if they're brushed, they're all brushed poly. So they might be a single brushed poly or a double brushed poly, but they all fall under that brushed poly family. So I hope that kind of clears things up if anybody was confused.
The base fabrics aren't that different.
Yeah, so the FDYs, ITYs, and DTYs, they feel pretty much the same.
Some are softer than others.
Some are softer than others, and it can depend on the yarn and how the yarn was made. So all fabric starts out as yarn, and then that yarn is either knitted or woven. So, and yarns can be made differently. Like they can be Ciro, they can be, what are some of the spun? It's like spun Ciro, that's the Cupro or Cupro. And then, I've seen different descriptions, but in order to just make it, easy and clear, it's brushed poly. So, this is the Heather Lavender brush poly, or brush sweater knit. Now this one, it's not coming through right on the camera, but the picture is true to the color. It is a really pretty heathered lavender color, and you can see it has lighter, lighter knit yarn in it. So this one doesn't really coordinate with anything. It does not coordinate
great
with the lavender brush poly, the lavender solid. Oh yeah,
I like it with the purple
here,
nub.
let me just pull this down. Don't do that. It's going to come down on my head.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the nub, the plum nub. It's a lot darker, but they do look really pretty together.
Oh yeah.
You could do it if you're a purple fan and you love to wear purple, you could do a top in the nub and then make a cardigan out of the sweater, and it'd be really cute together. I like purple. I think it's really pretty. I just don't like it on me.
You know?
It doesn't feel like the right color for me.
Because it's not blue.
Because it has blue in it, though. Yeah, it's not blue. Okay, so our ribbed sweater knit with the Lurex. We got a new colorway in. So we just restocked the spiced rum, the pink champagne, and the starry night, which is navy. And now we have licorice in. And I heard from the supplier yesterday, the burgundy is back in.
Oh, good.
So I've asked them to put 2 rolls of it aside for us. So we should be getting that in pretty soon. I need to get another stocking order in. But this is black, and it's called licorice. And it reminds me of Lost in Space. There was these reoccurring characters that wore these black sparkly hats that always reminded me of like gumdrops.
Oh yeah.
Because I was 7 when I used to watch it, and everything reminded me of candy. But this is it. And let me show it compared to solid black brush poly. guess I could have put that in.
So that looks really nice.
Yeah. I didn't put that in as a coordinate. I must have lost my mind. Anyways, the question has been raised in the group, is it scratchy? So I've tried to make it, to explain that it's not scratchy. So the back side is very smooth, and the silver thread, so if you were to say make cuffs out of it, it's not scratchy. The silver thread itself is not scratchy. And I know what you guys are talking about when you say I had a sweater like this, back when it was popular, and it was so scratchy. I totally know what you're talking about. I was probably like 4 when those sweaters were out, but just kidding.
Well, they were scratching me. Okay.
Just kidding. But the Lurex, I think they've come a long way in that. It's 1%. So the Lurex is the silver yarn in here, and it's about 1% of the sweater. It's knitted inside with the other yarns, and it is not scratchy. It is smooth. I even went to the Lurex website to get some more information on it, and they did say that they make sure that the thread is smooth and that it's not scratchy. So you can rest assured it's not going to be uncomfortable. It's not scratchy on the inside. It's super silky. And if you need to double it up for bands and, cuffs and things like that, it's not going to scratch against your skin. There's that little beauty. Okay.
Should I take a chance on an infant or not risk it? I put that on a baby.
You'd put that on a baby?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would.
Yeah. It's just as soft as brush poly.
It is. It is.
It'd be cute.
What did I see made out of something like that recently? It was so cute. I can't remember. All right, this is baby French terry in camo. We've had camos before, but we've never had this colorway, and it's called Army Green. It's very olive. I love it. Now this one is printed on the loop side. So the smooth side where it's normally printed is the side that goes against your skin. Oh, so I have a couple other colors to show with this. So these are not exact matches, but they are complementary. So this is the light olive.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that. And then this is the regular olive. And that often happens with camos. You can pull in colors that are similar, and it just goes because you have so many things going on there that they look nice together. So that is, and this is a poly rayon spandex, and it's got about, I think it was 50% horizontal stretch and vertical maybe 20. But all the percentages are on the website under the fabric description. Our next one, this one is called Winter's Song. So dreamy. Love this.
I want you to show it with the waffle.
Which one?
The white or ivory.
Oh, yeah, it's
so
on your
pretty
desk.
Together. I'm gonna run and get it.
I don't know what would you do with them together?
I'm thinking I'm gonna make a labelladonna
Mm-hmm.
and make the body out of that, and the cowl neck and the cuffs out of the sweater, or the waffle.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think they'll be cute, and maybe the band.
So, okay, so Mary Beth stole this stuff as soon as it came in. She stole some of this and some ivory waffle knit, and they are really beautiful together. This French terry is printed on the right side. The loops are on the inside. It is so soft because it is about 69% poly and 32% rayon. So that rayon is just so soft.
Look at those together, you guys.
Together with the super fuzzy, soft waffle knit. It's a little dream there, these two.
They're just so,
yeah.
They're so pretty together.
It just doesn't get, some things you cannot convey on camera. And,
oh, it's not coming across?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying, I think to see it in person, because you can see how fuzzy this waffle knit is. ivory waffle knit. That would make a nice blanket.
It would.
Like a nice light, would be more like a blankie. Okay, so I do have some coordinates for this. I want to try and get that pretty floral there. Angle you down a little bit. Okay, so the olive, of course, looks great with it because there's a lot of olive leaves in there. And then ivory, of course, matches. Now, there is this yellow flower in here that's real soft and buttery. The print on here is really soft. The mustard gold is a complementary coordinating color. It doesn't exactly match the colors in there, but it does coordinate nicely. And that's the same story with the cognac and these really pretty tawny roses. It would match exactly, except for the rose is just soft. It's real soft, where the color on the brush poly is a little more sharp and saturated. So this one, let me see if it had more. I think it had more vertical stretch than we typically see. Let me double check that while we're sitting here. It's maybe about 45% vertical. And
oh, how cute. Somebody's going to make an off-the-shoulder sweater out of that with olive leggings. That'd
oh
be
yeah,
very
that'd
cute.
be really cute.
Julie, the girl that was here today.
It's a little over 50% horizontal. It's about 50-40.
What do we have that would work for knee socks? I see people making them out of brush poly.
Knee socks?
And sweater.
Sweater knit. Yeah. Brandy Labani made really cute knee socks for her daughter out of that navy melange sweater knit.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that picture.
The sweater knit's good for knee socks. I saw also somebody made some out of cotton spandex.
Oh, that would be good for knee socks, sure.
And then we have this gorgeous stretch velvet.
Okay, with that much rayon in this, is growing a problem with it? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. And when I pull it, it recovers really good. When you stretch it to measure it, it's got great recovery.
Well, this has poly in it too.
Yeah, 69% poly. So I think that poly really tames the rayon.
Does. The only thing that grows super bad, I think, is just rayon spandex.
Yeah, when your fabric is just rayon, like a rayon knit. And if it has a higher spandex content, that spandex will help, but a lot of rayon spandex jerseys, they tend to grow. And you can tell something's going to grow just when you hold it and when you stretch it, because it doesn't really...
It bounce back.
It doesn't bounce back super good, and it kind of like just you can feel it just grow in your hands. Now this, on the other hand, is stretch velvet, and it does not grow.
That's really beautiful too.
And it's super beautiful. It's called Revelry, and I initially called it Deep Maroon until I saw how good it matched the Marsala, and then I changed it to Revelry and Marsala. But it still says Deep Maroon on the screen. Now, I've been looking at this for a few weeks because I held it back and didn't release it when we first got it because it was similar colorway to the Fallen, which is burgundy with big mauve roses on it. So this has been sitting next to me in my office for a few weeks. And I just think it's so beautiful. And I've been racking my brain trying to figure out what I should make with it. And I keep thinking a bomber jacket. But I don't know that I'm a bomber jacket wearer. I don't know. Okay, what would I wear underneath it? Because we got to wear something underneath it that matches it.
And where would you wear it?
I'd wear it wherever I want.
To Target.
To Target. To look through all the clothes and read the tags, which is what I do.
They want to know if it looks closer to the screen or to you. Probably
Yes.
The picture.
Yes.
The picture is more representative. It's showing up a little bit
Yeah,
lighter.
it's looking a little bit lighter on the camera here. It's a really pretty dark color. It's very slippery.
And Chris is right. She says bomber jackets are so elevated in stretch velvet, and they are. They're just.
Oh yeah.
It just makes them so fancy.
Yeah, it just. I mean, I think the first time I saw a bomber jacket in a really pretty print, I was like, "Hey, that's really cute." Okay, so this looks great with light pink. And these are brush poly solids I'm showing you guys, by the way. This is the Marsala.
Oh yeah, that does match perfectly.
It just looks wonderful. It matches the roses, it matches the background. It's really pretty. And then I said olive is a complementary coordinate. It's a little bit darker than the leaves in here, but they're along the same color, so they look good together. I wouldn't steer you wrong. So that is the revelry in Marsala.
You know, it might be cute in that new vest you just bought.
Oh yeah, so so yesterday, I was checking my emails. I like to clean out my email box because I get probably 200 junk emails a day. So I like to clean it out in the morning before I even get out of bed on my phone. And there was an email from Twig and Tail. That's right, Twig and Tail.
Yeah.
For their wings. So they have these wing patterns. I think they just added mini wings. And I cannot get over how cute these are. They're the cutest wings I've ever seen. There's a set of 6. They come in adult sizes, medium and small for kids, and then the mini. Now the mini would work for babies and dolls. And they're so cute. I came to the office and said, we have to buy them. We bought all of them because we have to make them. Just have to. So I found a Pathfinder vest in there also. Now but I think that's for woven, the vest.
Oh.
It's really cute.
Oh, that's right, because they all did look like boiled wool.
So you'd have to use wovens for it. You'd have to find a woven. This is a knit.
Somebody suggested making a bomber jacket out of that with this as the cuffs and the ribbing.
I think that's too purple.
This doesn't match that.
Mary Beth's talking about the burgundy sparkly rib knit. That might match the Fallen, actually. If you use the cuffs, using the rib knit cuffs for, look at this. Here's Kyle again, calling.
He's like magic.
What do I do? Oh, you have
we
the
need
black.
this in an olive.
It only comes in
I
6
know.
colors.
Do you want the black?
Yeah, give me the black.
But that was a great idea. That would make awesome cuffs and the little thing around the collar and the. Yeah.
Well, the pink champagne, I'm not sure, but that might work. Although on these rib knits, they are a heather knit. So like this one has a lighter color in there. They're not solid. They're a little bit heathered. So this Pathfinder vest is really cute. It comes with a hood. Twig and Tail stuff is just so adorable. It's very whimsical, I'd like to say. But whimsical in a more serious way. Yeah, okay. I had to went a roundabout on the vest story. It started with the wings and it ended with the vest. So see, Mary Beth is, I don't know, she's going and getting fabric for me to show you guys. So while she's doing that, I'll go ahead and share my screen with you. Let's see.
I don't know about these two. Let me have that. I'll go hold it up against the pink champagne, and I'll. Oh yeah, they look better in here than they did in there.
Let's see here. Okay, so this is the Fallen. She just dropped off real quick. This is the Fallen stretch velvet, and this is the burgundy rib knit that we're getting back in a few weeks. So they look better together in person than they do on screen. It would be your own judgment call if you wanted to use them together.
No, pink's too pink.
Pink's too pink. Okay, I'll show you really quick what we added to the website. Okay, so if you wanted to look for a specific color in fabrics, you could go to, in any fabric, you could go to Shop All Fabric right here. And then you can go over here where it says filter. There's 3 filters: sort alphabetically, filter by fabric type, and filter by color. So you could, if you were specifically looking for something, let's say in burgundy, it would pull up all fabrics available in burgundy that have, the main theme of burgundy in them. And then if you were to say, oh, okay, I'm in here now. Now I see that what I really want is just the brush poly. So you could, let's see, I guess I don't have brush poly in here. I have brushed. You pull up everything that's brushed, which is mostly the brush poly. So I picked all the most popular colors that we have. Magenta. Some of you might say, well, fuchsia and magenta are the same thing. I mean, they're really not, but you think of it that way. So they're both in there. Mustard and gold are both in there.
And some things will be on 2 different colors. Did you already tell them that?
What do you mean?
Well, like if the background is navy, but it has great big mustard colored
Yeah,
flowers.
so if the, like, for example, this Palermo right here, the background is navy. It has huge purple flowers, so I put it in under navy and purple because it has a big purple theme. But anyways, we hope that helps make shopping a little bit easier for you if you're looking for something specific. And that filter is on every collection page, so no matter where you're at in the fabrics on the website, you can filter by color.
So green will bring up all greens, olives, hunter greens.
Yep.
All greens.
Yeah, green will bring up all greens, and then if you wanted just olive, you could bring up just olive. But if you bring up green, it will also include olive. And say teal blue, because teals and jades and things like that were included in the green.
And everybody's asking about Moonstruck and Smitten in Gold.
We don't have Smitten in Gold any longer, and I'm not sure what's going on with the Moonstruck. Are we sold out of the sweater knit already?
No, Moon's in the poly. So I think they're wanting to know if we're going to be getting more.
Yeah, I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but when I went in to order from the supplier, the Moonstruck last time, there was none in there. Most of the fabrics in that print are just about out of stock, and they didn't show any incoming for it. So I suspect that maybe they're not reprinting that. They might not be reprinting that print right now, but I do check every time I go in there because I know how much you guys love it. So, and when I see it, I do get it in. So I'm hoping they restock it. But right now,
if they do, we will.
Yeah, if they do, we will get it in. So.
They're all thanking you for the filters. They like them.
Oh, good. You're welcome. You're welcome for the filters. That's what I did on Sunday evening. That was my Sunday evening entertainment. Okay, well, there's no other questions. We will go ahead and close. And all right. Well, thank you for joining us. And don't miss next week, same time, same place. We will have some giveaways for Love Notions.
Oh, good.
Love Notions patterns. So some fun giveaways.
Yay.
Yeah. So we'll see you next week.